Hello, 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 and welcome here to Carentan Week 1 Division 2 ECL action. We are on Canal Crossing at the middle point. Let's take a look at the map and see the Axis rollout on this one. We're going to see a lot of submarine tactics going on here, I'm sure. We got that, is that medium tank? Yeah, medium going to take the nice little promenade down to Canal Crossing. The light tanks, 2 light tank opener for here for Fins Let Loose. This is going to be very interesting. Uh-oh, do we have a truck that's stopped? A little slow on the rollout there from the truck. A lot of surfers on top of that one. 2 light tank opening. I remember watching 1/16 versus Core here on Canal Crossing, and the 1 Lux doing so much damage. I can't imagine what 2 Luxes are going to look like here on this one. Both teams on the rollout. Nobody coming into view yet. Okay, there we go on the left side. On the right here, we should see those 2 Luxes coming under the water, making their way up here. We also have a truck with some surfers on top of it too for the Axis. Artillery already dropping though. We're going to join on the truck for that hidden little entrance here. I think the Allies know about this one. Already dropping. Oh, it's going to be close. Can they make it across the river in time? Oh, already just dropping at the wrong moments. The supply truck makes it across. A few die, but the rest of the truck is good to go here. That was really close with those arty strikes on the north side. Nice job by Cerberus getting those strikes out. Now it comes down to who can win on point right here. Below the camera, we got the Allies opening. I don't see a Stewart yet. 2 Luxes here doing some work though. There's the Stewart coming in. First tank battle of the game going to come down on the north side here. One shot into that Lux there. Lux has no support from the second Lux. Second Lux is taking a little bit of time to get across here. No cap progress yet. Neither side getting the advantage off the start of this one. Shots going into the Lux. A medium coming up also. AT missing there. Not going to do any damage from the front anyways. Russ cops out. Araxis here looking for the kill. Gets the kill. No repairs here for the Lux. Lux not going to take any damage from that frontal shots from the AT. AT really needs to flank around behind it. Cap progress coming out from Fins Let Loose here, about 20% and climbing now. Boss Boy AT is flanking at the bottom of your screen. This is really going to determine the opener here, and down goes the first Lux. That's a big loss for Fins Let Loose. Unfortunately, FLL didn't send any infantry, or at least keep any infantry up here on the north side, so the flank is on from the Allies here around. And the Allies really just have an opening here on the north. Even though FLL is capping, it's still going to be tough to hold once this flank kind of comes to fruition here. The second Lux is in trouble also, taking lots of shots from the side here. It's going to go down. I'm surprised to see the lack of kind of communication between the 2 Luxes and how quickly they were dispatched here. Now, Fin Let Loose does have control of the south side of point and is making that cap progress, but the north side is completely in the hands here of the Allies. I just don't know what the plan is going forward. Cerberus, if they can rotate squad leaders on that north side, I mean, even if Fin Let Loose takes this point, it's going to be very hard to push them off. And it looks like Fin Let Loose has done enough to take the point on the south. They have full control of the south side, full control of the bridge, and that's going to be more than enough to take this. So we'll see how the second part of this game goes with the 3-2 going over to the Axis. It's going to be tough. Cerberus needs to rotate ASAP though. They need to use their tank advantage on the north side and rotate some assets over here, take control of the north side of the canal, and then use that to pressure the point. They're not really taking the initiative though. I mean, infantry has been able to fill the hole of those 2 Luxes. the Luxes weren't super effective. I mean, really, the Southern Infantry did their job really well. But there was no need to have infantry up there if they had the assets up there. They just rotated in after. So good play from Finn Let Loose. They're losing that cap progress just a little bit now. They really need to do something about this Northern Infantry before they can kind of set up for the next point here, which is going to be Pumping Station. Rotating over to Pumping Station here for you guys. There is already an attack going on. Polmos here with the squad lead kit, looking to find a nice, comfy, cozy OP real close to point. Only Florian back from 1FJG, or Cerberus, as their Unity name is called. If you're new to competitive Hell Let Loose, essentially teams, you know, might not be able to field 49 or 50v50. So what they'll do is they'll combo with other teams. Now, usually it ends up in a jumbled mess of 3 logos stacked on top of each other and an acronym longer than your arms stretched out as far as you can go. But I really do like what Cerberus have done with theirs. So there's 3 teams, GR3, 1FJG, and 91st PZG. And then they just come together as the team in competitive. I really like that. So Pomos is going to get the OP down, looking for the attack here. Defensive respawns coming in. Florian's GWL, the squad leaders on that one. Pomos gets 1 kill here. Important that he does do that. His OP is up. Now, when is that rotation going to come in from his squad? So potential of infantry is 6 max, including Pomos. Here, Congo's going to rotate in with the satchel. Now, giving away his position here, he's kind of going to be stuck in here. Pomos is going to look to rotate north to the canal here. Congo has to watch out on the side. Ooh, he gets 1 kill, looking for a second warp. He does take him out, though. So that OP is going to be overrun really soon. We'll see a puff of smoke right here as it goes down. I'm sure. No. Torta getting the kill there. No takedown on that OP. Kind of surprising. It's very, very close to the kind of hedgerow there. Pomos squad doing a good job of holding this here. I think Bacon, no, he's going to get taken out by Torta also. So only 3 players right now on this OP, holding their ground pretty well on point. I'm sure if they rotate a full squad into this, they could even challenge the point right now. Maybe relieve some of that pressure on the north side. Torta going to be pushing with Congo here. He gets taken out by Warpy. Warpy in a good spot, gets traded back immediately. Kills just getting traded left, right, and center right here. Pomos was looking to make a rotation up to the northern position here of the Allies. He's going to get taken out. They got more than enough people back defending. Still, oh, who is that taking that out? There's Cookie on the flank. So another defender spawning back in. Cookie's going to get taken out. The OP is definitely centered, though, here. Defenders know about this. Allies gonna look to take care of it. They have to take care of it. They can't let this sit for too much longer here. Just on the chance that one of these members gets a satchel off, gets a Gary, flanks around, gets position onto the defending garrison or OPs. There's a risk that the defenders really don't want to take here. It's not worth it. Almost has quite a few kills, and it seems like only 3 are redeploying over here. So only half a squad, and it's really starting to eat in. Like, you can see the multiplicative numbers of the Allies on the other side. They have way more than 3 bodies over here, but they're not still able to take down this OP. Now, recon and some reinforcements coming in on the backside finally. So we're going to start to see this attack kick off a little bit here. I'm interested to see that the recon is here on the next point instead of harassing artillery. But Jarza's squad gonna be rotating in. Oh, Kina. How did Kina get by this? OP just missing it out. Gonna get shot there. Jarza goes down also. Karua with the MG on the wall there. Easy kill on one. I wonder if he can rotate for the other. No. Archer, though, no nonsense defending there. Gonna use the rocket to good effect, taking out that OP. So that attack is ended. Let's rotate back to the midpoint here and see how Finn Let Loose is doing defending well. A lot better than they were early on here. They've pushed the trenches. They've pushed the north side. They're challenging this position here from Cerberus. I don't know why that's a tongue twister to me. Anyone else? Is it just me? You can see the dead steward there and the repair station. There is another tank on the other side of the hedgerow right here. And a Gary below the camera also. Sherman looks like it just popped a... What was that? Oh, that was a Panzer IV. Okay. I did not see that P4 flanking up. Not a good position to be in, really, for the P4. He extended way past his lines there. It's okay. I'm sure they have a Panther ready to go anyways, Finland Loose. And one thing you don't see a lot is a rocket misses its mark there. Finland Loose trying to get this Gary. You don't see any rotations. I wonder if we could start to see some rotations of these crews. Like, I know some tank crews will want to rotate onto a better tank, so they'll usually yeet the tank in and lose it. But maybe rotating a tank crew out for if you're not using it, or it's a gap, and rotating some infantry into that spot so that some of your infantry can use that tank on point till they lose it. Obviously not always viable as the Gary goes down here on the north side. 91st PZG tank under threat also. Allied tank here. Oh, sorry, it's in a 1FJG tank from the Cerberus. John, if he has rockets, he's going to be throwing those at the back of that medium. Boba makes the mistake of walking right in front of that machine gun from the driver. John on the backside here. I guess he doesn't have any more rockets. Just gonna be trying to bait the crew out, maybe make it look like he has a satchel. He gets gunned down quite easily after that, though. On point, not bad. Ellie on the background here. Ghost, SETI. So 3 squad leaders. Really high potential for infantry rotations onto this one. No cap progress yet, though, from the Allies. It's a waiting game, really. Let's go on board with Ghost. Oh, he goes down really quickly there, getting a trade back and forth. Never want the squad leader to be the one going down. And actually, all the way on the backside here, Ellie getting killed by the commander, Dipuka. Commander pitching in for the defense, so leaving only SETI left alive. And why it's so important for those squad leaders to stay up is those are the ones who can put those spawns down. They can get good positions for the spawns for their team, you know, and we're talking about 6 player potential for each of those outposts that go down. It adds up very, very quickly. I mean, those 3 alone is 18 players that could potentially be attacking and spawning in, so always want to take them out. Smoke dropping on the front here. Finland Loose maybe looking for an attack, maybe an airhead, front door airhead. Curious. They're really pushing the smoke right now. They don't have position either way. Maybe Jamite coming in, Saint also. Smoke looking to help out there, but 91st GR3 in the mix from the Allies. Cerberus do have a decent defensive line. They just need to shore it a little bit up here below the camera with Bacon and Jojo on the spawn, and I think they'll be okay for this. Kind of a slow transition from Fit Let Loose into this attack. This has been going on for quite a few minutes with that close and then long kind of game here. Still kind of being held at the cemetery, though, for the moment. I mean, Chorta, holy smokes, Chorta already with 2 kills here. Can he get a third? No. Kooky doing enough to defend there, but Fin Let Loose, you know, kind of telegraphed this pretty early on in the attack here. Kind of a standard frontline attack. Now, the only thing here for Cerberus they need to do is probably add a few more bodies up the mid here, because if Wamik, Oxylan, and Saint do get through, it's a very easy take onto the OP, which is right there in the corner, you can see, and then it'll be just kind of gates open towards the point after that. Checking the map to see the Axis attack here. Yeah, very centered around the south here, with rotations coming in from Recon onto Black, the last point. They do have a deep Gary here that's already overrun. Let's rotate there to see what's going on over here on this Gary. Yeah, all Spezial has to do is sit in the bush and camp right here, and he's well within the 100. He's probably about 50 meters away, honestly, now. Clearly overrunning that garrison. It's going to be on the other side of the hedgerow here. Oh, on the other side. Should be an easy take. OP also going to be going down. Spezial with the defensive play here for the Allies. Fairly easy. I mean, standard. Finland Loose kind of telegraphing this the whole time. Would have liked a more, I don't know, a deeper push from the Finns to get something attracted on the other side. But you know what? The Finns are doing a very good job on the front line. You know, they are breaking that front defense. Look at the respawns coming in again here from the Allies in the middle. I'd love to see the Finns push this and try to take it. I think Saint here with the satchel might do something like that on the other side of the wall here, which would enable the take on that OP and kind of open a lane down the middle to the next point. On the north side, the Finns also are pushing too. You got to watch out for pushing too far off point and allowing a pocket behind, but I think the defenders are doing a pretty good job of denying squad leader's position. Well, they were. SETI now has made his way onto point right here with his squad. Panther pulling up also on the backside there. SETI with a really good position. Two Panthers actually pulling up. So that Panther's got to watch out. Shifty here opting not to go. I believe Shifty has a satchel. Oh, it's already down in place. So one Panther down. Second Panther possibly. Shifty's going to redeploy. Oh man, that would be absolutely huge. Doom. I mean, these Panthers are undefended on the backside. This is really, really bad. That's a huge fuel cost here for the Axis. Finland Loose need to deploy some defenders back here to defend this last Panther. They cannot risk losing two Panthers in the span of 2 minutes here. Kind of an oversight from the Finns here. If Doom can stay alive and get that satchel off, SETI and Shifty going to go for it. Shifty going to come over the wall here. Oh, he has to get 2 kills though. No, he just can't get those kills. So Jazin and Ock doing enough here. Oh. SETI going to trade also. That was very, very close. Almost losing 2 Panthers at the start of a game is just really a hole you don't want to have to put yourself into. Jansen going to clear out the OP on the backside, so that threat momentarily staved off. Ellie also is finding a pocket here. Now this is going to be a little harder to get onto point and to put a OP in a good position just due to the open nature of this ground, but it doesn't look like there's anybody peeking south here. Maybe Tim. Ellie should have the shot onto Tim right here. Going to wide peek that. Yeah, down goes Tim. That, unfortunately, is going to notify the rest of the defenders here. Carlo. Also, Finn does not peek that, though. Finn should have a clear shot onto Ellie. Ellie's going to have a chance to get inside the 4-story here, and that'll be really bad news if Ellie can get an OP up. Actually, Ellie's on the Gary. Takes down the Gary. Oh, no. Finns lose their Gary on point. Panther is taking shots from the back right here. Shifty on the backside. Stuka gonna drop. Is it dropping on the Panther? Can it pin the Panther in place right here? Shifty trying to go over the back to get that second rocket in. Space opens up. In comes the second rocket. Shifty's gonna kill himself on that one. Luckily, Tim comes back, takes out Ellie, and the Finns are gonna be able to replace that Gary. Also, Noctu, Appa, and Don all going to hop out. Real good chance here if there's any tanks for the Allies. Is there anything on a lane that can see this? No, I don't think so. Long-range rocket from Altair all the way over there looking to hit the tank. Not going to connect. Oh, second rocket coming out. Nope, no second rocket. He gets killed. A nice try from downtown from Altair. Not going to come close, though, unfortunately, to connecting. Now, Finns are pushing the point, really attacking well over here. Look at how much closer they've gotten. I'm sure we'll start to see cap progress anytime now. Also pushing on the backside, too. It's a hard push, though, especially for Boris and the squad on the right side here. It's so open. There's not a lot of cover. Very easy for a machine gunner, rocket spam, nade spam to really stop you in your tracks. Sounds like a bombing run coming in. Where is it going to be? Right on to point. There it goes. One kill is going to be maybe two. The only thing it gets, unfortunately, there. That's going to kickstart a little bit of a push here from the Axis. Archer, it's rocket spam going down there right now. Archer and Saint trading rockets. Saint does not connect with his, though. Oh, beautiful rocket again from Archer there. Doing so much damage. Rockets, bazookas, Panzerschrecks, so good on the attack or the defense. I'm surprised we don't see it more. Probably the best play that you can go back and look is from the HPL Week 1 Core versus PKKA. They used a perfectly executed rocket spam to absolutely take over a point in one go. It was beautiful. This attack is not working too well. Now, Letkey on the flank. This could be very interesting. Now, what can he do from this position? Very, very good spot on the flank here. If he can get inside, contact on the right side, Archer. Oh, he's going to bypass Archer. Got one right in front of him here. Takes one. Gets two there. Looking for a third right here. Archer going to get the kill. No more progress made. And I did hear what sounded like a Gary. Is there a Gary on the other side of this? No? Okay. Fight kind of stalling out here for the Axis. They really need to kind of figure out, maybe they can do something on the backside. Let's zoom out right now and check. Kina here on the backside, taking out OPs, maybe facilitating an airhead, possibly. We'll see. Checking the map really quick to see recon plane come down there. Okay. You can see the other recon squad harassing artillery over there. Artillery for Finn Let Loose staying up well, not taking any heat. You can see both OPs up, not overrun. Kina's going to be moving into point right here. Ooh, this could be a really good play also. Looking for defenders running through the point. Can hear the Gary. Oh, misses the shot on Jojo. Judges don't know where to come from. Kina's gonna get the Gary. No way. Oh, nice play from the recon. Sneaky. Misses the shot. Doesn't matter. Jojo thinks it's coming from the front. And Kina gonna get the Gary on the backside here. And that is not good. Now there needs to be some squad leads realizing what's happening. I think Templar looking back saying, hey, where's the Gary at? Kina here getting the Gary and gets out clean. And Templar's down, and this could be really bad. I'm surprised. I mean, we don't have any more bombing runs for a few more minutes here. Passy's gonna get the kill. There's just nobody to take advantage of this push right now. 76 and the truck coming up, supply truck gonna drop more supplies. I feel like Finn Let Loose really had an opportunity to push the point here that they did not take full advantage of. I mean, you don't always expect their recon to be able to push in and get under the nose of the enemy team, so somewhat unexpected, but there just really is nobody there. They lost some ground leading up to it, and that's just really going to be unfortunate there for Finn Let Loose. 76 taking shots right off the bat. Let's hop on top and see if we can find out from who. 2 shots into the 76. Panther on the other side, or Panzer 4, can't quite. Now it's a Panther for sure. Oh man, that's 76 bullying the Panther, taking him out. Panther just a little overextended there. You can see not behind cover on 2 sides, allowing to get taken out right there. The Cerberus tanks doing good work. Looking on the backside here, looks like Finn Let Loose has cleaned up the threat of the flanks. They've pushed their line pretty far out there. Looking pretty good from them. So it really is up to the Finns right now to dictate the pace of this game. They've cleared out the defensive line now. Cerberus holding pretty well. They did get pushed back close to the edge of pumping station here. And they have since pushed a little further out. I think Womek is going to try again up this canal. We'll see what the defenders have in store for this. New garrison definitely has been placed down, as we saw there. Second Panther coming up to play, and curious how that other Panther did not see the 76 the first time. Well, he's going to see him the second, as down goes the 76. Still, I mean, worth it. Traded with a Panther, at least the bare minimum. Really, you got to do. Now, this Panther has to watch out on the backside. Threat coming up from the back. Iro, does he have a satchel? Does he have a bazooka? Does he have, what does he have? Come on. Oh, he's in a perfect spot to do damage to this Panther, but he's not paying attention. More infantry coming to support this tank here. I think he had a nice clear. Oh, there we go. Okay, 1 shot into the back. Two shots in, second shot not optimal. He's gonna have to go down here as he needs to respawn and get some more ammo. See how many he can take with him. Takes 2 so far. Saint and Womek gonna be trying to clear out this building. Finn Let Loose looking to bring together this attack here. Kuki is defending though. How many kills can Kuki get from the bush? Well, 2 so far, looking for more. Kuki really needs to hold this squad off though, so these redeployments can get here in time. This might be the moment where it all comes together. Another bombing run maybe with an airhead front side of this 4th point might just give that 4-1. It's getting very close on the front here. Cerberus trying to hold on as long as they can, but the respawns are coming in slower. They're losing positions pretty fast here on the front line. Here comes the bombing run. Oh, that's a good bombing run. 2 already from it. On the south side, they're running to hide. I don't know if they'll get in cover in time. Oh my, so many bodies dropped. How did Des and Talent survive that? I do not know. Not as bad as it looked like it was going to be here for the Allies. Axis really also just not in a position to take advantage of the bombing runs. Again, it drops. There's no like quick push coming off of this. They're kind of bogged down on all the lanes they're fighting in. Ooh, rockets going off on the backside here. It's going to be a Stewart, so flanking attack trying to be held right now by the Allies. Jarza Kiki on top of this garrison right here. Spetial gets one, still has Kiki to contend with here. Kiki has no idea where the Allies are, and the hold continues now for Cerberus. Nice little hold there. Ooh, Stewart doing some damage on the backside too. I mean, it feels like Cerberus are holding on by the skin of their teeth right now. I think the saving grace here is Tatsi, though. Tatsi's in a really nice position to put an OP down and to just nullify every infantry that's over here. Also get behind that Panther. So if Tatsi can rotate a 6-person squad over here, including himself, I mean, this could be huge for the defenders. This could put the Axis back another, 20, 15, 30 minutes. I'm not too sure right now, but Airhead is dropping on the front here, so trying to force the issue are the Finns. I don't know if they have it secure enough here. One nade over, and this attack is done for. Doomham, one satchel over there, and this attack is done for. The Airhead, I don't know if it's been spotted out. Surely has been spotted out. I don't see any nades coming in. Though I can hear a bombing run coming. Retaliatory defensive bombing run is on the money, almost on the money. I mean, a little bit to the left and that would have been perfect. Gets a few kills on the back, but doesn't really clean up the majority of the force. And you know what? That Airhead is still there. Saint has made it into point, by the way. Airhead up, Saint in point. Gonna look for a satchel if he can get this kill versus Talented. Does not get the kill. I'm wondering if he maybe already placed that satchel now. Airhead is up. Where's the respawn here? Does the Axis risk this respawn? Where is the Airhead, by the way? I've lost it. So it must already be down then, because there's no way we wouldn't see spawn waves coming in. Maybe a little too close from that Airhead, honestly, from the Finns. Seems like they dropped it right front line. They could have, maybe put it a little further back out of grenade range at least. Panther taking shots from behind. The Stewart, oh my gosh, infantry and the Stewart combined, and the satchel drops at the end to take out the Panther. Who cares if you don't have fuel? I mean, when you got cool plays like that, you don't really need the 76, I guess, do you, huh? But like we said, this attack is essentially over. Airhead does not work. Panther goes down. This last squad's about to get flanked by this Stewart here. And, I mean, it's kind of over for the Finns on the south side. They've been pushing for so long. Finally, a defensive rotation comes in for the Allies, and it works really well. On the north, it's a different story here. The Finns are pushing. They have run into somewhat of a roadblock here with the 76. Right on the repair station too. Going to be very hard to push that off. You can see the 76 has a victim there of a Panther, so doing good work here on the north side of the canal. I'm kind of surprised to see this position still up. Where's this Stewart? Well, looks like the steward is rotated out of here without taking out the forces. I mean, it's not so important in my mind, though, because Ellie, Tats, they both have really good position here on the south. They should easily be able to rotate forces back to eliminate this. It looks like they're kind of just going for the attack, though. It doesn't look like Tatsi's squad is really going for a defensive play with this. No, they're rotating on the attack. I'd love to see one guy drop back and go clear that out. Long range snipe with the rocket. Not too sure if there's a Gary there. No, don't see anything close to there. The Gary, I think, is on the other side. Right there. Surprised I haven't seen a rocket into the shed. I think more often than not, that's where the garrisons usually are. We'll see if Shifty and this squad can do anything. Cap progress coming in now. 10% and climbing. If they can get this Gary, that would be a huge play here for the allies. Oh my god. Finn with the machine gun, though, wipes out the whole squad. It is over for that squad. Can't really see it through the window here. But Finn just absolutely decimates that whole allied squad. Perfect positioning from that MG, honestly. I wish we had the POV from him to see what it looks like from his view, but doing good work here defending. No rockets still onto the garrison on the north. It does look like, though, the allies have made a little bit of a breakthrough here on the north. They have pushed up quite a bit near the canal. Now, unfortunately, though, how do they lose a 76 in that situation? Is there another tank here? Let's check the map really quick to find out. There is a pack gun a little further back, but no, it looks like just infantry on the front line here have been able to take out that 76. Very unfortunate. Kind of in a rough spot, though. Finn let loose. Alopec's the only one back defending. Space and Margin going for a push here. This could be huge, actually, for the allies. They are making some cap progress on the midpoint. The really important thing is that they get the garrisons on the mid for that cap progress to continue, while also getting these frontline garrisons to give themselves some more breathing room on the defensive side of things. Alopec's flanking long back, gonna look for a peek on classics and margins. Don't know if he knows about space. So close to him here. Alopec's 100% tunneled on these forces. Gets one. Looking for some more kills there. Allies do not see him. Gets two. Okay, so Altair, a very good shooter, former core member there. Now, while this is going on, I wonder if Space has found out that Gary, because if he has, I mean, it is not really worth it. Space does go down before getting to the Gary. Okay, so Gary's still alive here. Margin does make it through with his squad, so he's going to be able to redeploy an OP over here. But unfortunately, really, the allies didn't get anything with that first push. They got killed by Finn. They didn't get any of the garrisons on the backside. And now the attacking forces are falling back and doing what the opposite of what I thought was going to happen here with Tatsi's squad. Looking at the front line, though, that has relieved a substantial amount of pressure on the front. So even though Cerberus did not get too much with that attack, they have relieved a lot of pressure from the front side of the point. So all in all, not a horrible move. Still gives them more time in this game, as Finlanders have to fall back here to kind of deal with this threat. Ogre Jam here versus Margin. This is an important 1v1. Ogre's going to get the OP here, but can he get the kill? Yes, he can. Ogre. Nice shot there. We have a Panther on the backside that's actually shooting a long peek here. Let's see if we can figure out what he's shooting. Is he shooting underneath the bridge? Looks like he is. No, over the bridge. Oh my god, he is shelling something that is so far away. I have no clue what he's shelling, honestly. Maybe this is a peek for them? I don't know at what, though, because it's not hitting anything consistently. Again, with the shots back here, I'm not too sure what that Panther's trying to shell back at Blacktop. Maybe a Garrison in there. I mean, the 76 is to the south. Very, very interesting peak there. Not too sure what exactly he's trying to shoot. Long range Panther artillery, though. V-Rock does make it onto point. We've seen him on the channel before do some crazy stuff here on the back of the Garrison. This time not going to get the Gary here, unfortunately, for the Axis. It was close. And I mean, unfortunately, V-Rock wasn't a squad lead, because then he could have just popped off the squad, off the point. So he got an OP up and resaw some bodies. And I think that's something I'd like to see more from Finland Loose. They seem to get people onto point. Those people just need to be like in a solo squad lead where they can rotate some bodies in. On the south here, not looking good for the southern line of the Allies. Ugh, it's not good at all. They mixed in with the enemy forces there. The Finns are getting, you know, kind of a lot of kills in this middle, contested heavily that position, and kind of opening up a big gap over here. But the 76 is watching that, so not the worst thing in the world. I mean, if the Finns just had a tank with them, maybe they might be able to do something, although Archer is deadly with that rocket, so I don't quite know what they would do to stave that off. Going back to the midpoint here, looks like the Finns have cleared their lines, looking pretty good on the backside. They've cleared the south and the north off, albeit the north was just a 1v1 situation at the end. On the south side, they cleared their lines and are now pushing back the Cerberus team, the Allies. So not bad. We're seeing Finland Loose defending, working pretty well here. On the other side, also on the north, so this might be even more dangerous than the south side here. Very close proximity to point. Getting north control, it's a lot harder to push off, in my opinion at least. It's a peninsula. You can't really flank it easily from the Allies side. You really have to kind of just own it. Like, there's no opportunity really for a Stuart flank unless he goes all the way around the map. You kind of have to just brute force it. So it's a lot harder to push off the north than it is the south. So to see the Allies lose that is a lot more worrying, or at least lose a portion of it. They still have the north part with their Gary, so it's not completely all lost. They do have also a Stuart in here helping out, but I mean, that was a really close squad. If Ogra can figure this one out and get a close OP, I mean, Alopex is there too. Maybe for their next bombing run, if they can get position, they'd have to go up to like aim in the trenches there, or on the house, let's say. The house is a lot more riskier though, but that could be the next thing there. Would like to see Finns send a couple more bodies to the north side. They actually did lose position that they had. They had a really nice position with the runes up here taken. They've now lost their garrison. So, you know, from going from what looked like a strong position to look like a really weak one, ultimately, I guess what they did is just rotated their forces south without reinforcing with another squad. And they end up paying a heavy price for it, losing their garrison, losing position on the runes and the trenches up here. And I mean, I think that Cerberus, Cerebus, is that right? No, it's Cerberus. I'm tripping myself out now. Someone was saying I said it wrong or something. Yeah, they've kind of shot themselves, or the Finns have shot themselves in the foot. The Allies have kind of found a boon here. Now, if they can rotate some more bodies up, they can easily take that south OP and kind of go back to their earlier position here. Looking on the south side, yeah, good defending all in all. Looks like that push has been cleared up, and we're kind of back to where we started after the 3-2 on this one. Neither team really going too ham with this. Very kind of calm, calculated play there. We did see a little bit of craziness with the airhead, but ultimately just the timing's a little off right now for the Finns. If they can sort out their timing attacks, though, I think they're going to be really dangerous. I mean, what I've heard from really good teams in the past is they've in the past gone very aggressive at the start, like first 15 minutes, and then the enemy team would figure out, like the top team could figure them out and then kind of deal with the game from then on. It seems like they've changed that philosophy a little bit, and they're going aggressive at the start, but it's not like a full-fledged aggression. They're playing safe. They're not losing those OPs. They're keeping their front lines, and they're also, we've seen an example of them redeploying to defend their back lines also. That's looked very good. Now this 76 pulling up, taking shots at something. It's going to be infantry for now, I believe. .76 taking shots from where, though? Maybe just an errant shot coming in from long range from that Panther? No, it's a Panzer IV on the flank. Panzer IV, that's a bad choice there. Takes a shot in the engine. Ultimately not going to get another shot off onto the 76. 76 should be able to peek this fairly easily. Yeah, and down goes the Panzer IV. So nice try there from the Finns. Don't think they went too far. They went a little too close to the infantry into the fight with that flank. Would have liked to see that a little further back. I mean, look at the infantry back here. I mean, maybe they didn't want to give this infantry's position away, and that's why they decided not to. In a couple minutes also, this could really translate in some cap progress here on point. Kiki and Hyper. Got to be careful that they don't reveal their position to the 76. Taking a look at the map, you can see kind of where the Allied attack is. They just really have bodies here. Could, you know, be worth it to send some bodies a little further back to clear some garrisons, maybe to try and get some OPs up. But for now, I mean, the Finns are doing a really good job here, and we're about to see the culmination of this kind of attack kind of happen here on the backside with Hyper and also Kiki. When they're going to decide to pull the trigger is anyone's guess. Possibly waiting for the right side of your screen here to clean up if they can. Maybe a bombing run. Nobody but the ones on the back are kind of in a position to attack the point. I mean, aim pot on the north side again has good position, and it's interesting how the Finns have just rotated out of the issue they found themselves in. We were up here less than 5 ago, and they had completely lost this northern side. They've now completely taken it back. They've killed the Stuart, killed the infantry, pocketed the rest of the infantry in the middle. I don't know why. Infantry going for a position here. A Gary here. It's kind of a no man's land. Not going to serve them very well. Nice shot there by John, taking out the Gary. But this is, they've pocketed the infantry now. If they can fall back here, the Allies, and push again, it's going to be hard, though. I'd love to see a Panther come up, and I think that's what the doctors ordered right here. Panther on the north side here is going to be coming up. Now, they just have to not lose this Panther. Don't lose it to the 76. You can use it on a tight angle to hit the point if you need to, and maybe bait that 76 in if they're confident they can destroy it. Oh. Speaking of 76, we're not even gonna have to wait for that because the battle's already started here. Second shot goes in from the Panther. 76 is in trouble. Last shot to win. Coming in, misses. That's a ricochet. Uh-oh, Panther. Still no damage on the Panther right now. It's sitting pretty. He's still gonna win this fight. One more shot. It misses again, and down goes the Panther. I'm not too sure what happened right there, but that should have been the Panther's kill. He had more than enough shots, maybe scuffing one of the shots onto this wall here. I definitely saw one of the shots ricochet off the top. The 1FJG tank, though, does work and gets the win on that. Really important win for this tank to make, too. Cerberus staying in this one. I mean, that if that tank had fallen there, surely they would have lost this Northern Gary. I mean, they still can. I think with the 76 here, it'll be very hard to push up. They're going to need rockets. Might need to take out this AT gun here. Yeah, Araxis is just going to chill. Yo, good luck pushing into this one, boys. Got a bombing run dropping. Boom! Down goes the 76. He stayed there for too long. I mean, artillery was hitting. You gotta expect the dive bomb to come soon after. So nice play from the commander there. Heads up play. Good communication from the Finns saying that we lost the battle. The tank's there. He's heavily damaged. You just need to bomb it. And kind of unfortunate there, the tank did not displace after going down. I mean, Artie was shooting them too, so they must not have, I don't know, kind of maybe a lapse of judgment there after the quick repair. Araxis here doing work. Long range rockets coming off from the background at who, I don't know. Would love to see that already kind of focus this area though, in this garrison, because this is going to be the key for the Finns, I think, to take the point. I mean, if they can get that garrison down. And speak of getting something down, we hear some shots from the back that did not sound like oh no, okay, so another 76 is out there. I was wondering if there was going to be a two more 76s. Man, the allies are swimming in fuel right now. I was wondering if there's going to be a Puma flanking or something on the backside to go for the Gary, because that shot was close to friendlies, but it's not. On the south, again, same thing we've seen since the start here. Finns are pressuring hard on the south. If they can combine that with the north fire, they'd have a real shot at taking the point. "35 minutes to go in this one." I mean, Cerberus, if they can get a good airhead down and get another good flank down on Canal Crossing, they could easily pull the forces back. It's just, if they want to take the point, they got to get the Garys first. You can't, you know, reveal your hand to your attack and then try to get the Garys after. It doesn't work at this level of play. You're going to get, you know, you're going to get rotated on. The team's going to respawn. It's not going to be fun. 76 taking shots right here on the north side at who? I'm not sure. Honestly, can't spot it out right now. Shots are coming through 3 or 4 bushes. Holy smokes. From where? I do not know. Sounds like a bombing run coming in on point. It is going to be a bombing run on point. I mean, I can't tell if there was an Allies or Axis bombing run. Checking the map really quick. It's going to be an Axis bombing run dropping. Killed quite a few members of the Axis. A little hot for my tastes. But it does allow Congo to push into the point. Now, can he get a satchel off on the wall? That's what he's going to be doing right now. Looks like he... No, he does not have the assault class for the satchel, unfortunately. Was really hoping he did. He's going to go down, though. All that's left is Karhua, and he did not want to walk into the traces of an MG. Got a few kills now, going to push in with the pistol. Unfortunately, Monsta gets him and takes him out. Now, back to that tank fight here. 76, the southern 76 on the north side. That's a mouthful. Taking heavy damage here. Panther is still alive. What a peek that was. That Panther was peeking through like 5-6 bushes. Now we can finally see where he's at. Yeah, very hard to hit. Just waiting on a pixel peek right there. Neither of them able to connect onto their targets. 2 76s there on the north side. The Axis are stuffing the point right here. Tank battle not going to be super consequential for the battle for pumping station. However, no good satchels have gotten off from the Finns just yet. I mean, the tanks also are preoccupied with this Panther, so why not Chorta Polmos push on the north side here? I think that's a good play, especially Chorta if he can get in. Now, what can he get on point? He's already got 1 or 2 kills here. Going for the satchel plant on the wall. High plant on the wall. It's dangerous, though, because that could easily kill a bunch of Axis here. Takes out a AP mine. Now Polmos either needs to push or chill, because that satchel's going to go off, and it looks like he might be in the radius still. Okay, walks out of it. Big satchel here. Classics Jojo Templar probably going to go down from this one. Space possibly too. I think Lost Boy's safe. Polmos comes back at the wrong time here. He has to chill, yo. He's putting up an OP. Oh no! Oh no! OP stays up. Another bombing run drops. I mean, nobody's left alive for it though. Kind of unfortunate. Bombing run really not necessary. Lost Boy gonna push up and clear. Oh, doesn't clear the OP. He goes down. Full squad in on point right now. Can they get another satchel up? Letke pushing in, has position inside. Iroh's gonna be going down here. Can he? Letke gets 2 more kills. Oh my gosh. Does he get the MG though? I don't know if he sees him. No, he doesn't see him at all. That OP should be cleared right now by Bright. Yeah, down it goes. So again, just not able to take those opportunities in hand. Congo goes down, squad lead goes down, and Cerberus, I mean, it's getting close here. Friendlies are getting very close. They're just not able to push it over the edge right now. And again, speaking of that north side control, look, Finns now have the north side, so it's like a little late they get that north control. Maybe on the north they could have built some pack guns. I feel like those squads, if they had the pack guns, might have been able to contest those 2 76s. Now I'm seeing the Panther push up, which kind of worries me a bit that one of those 76s may have gone down. Panther's a little late though to the party. I mean, the Axis were pushing. They could have used that Panther on point, you know, 3-4 minutes ago. Now it's okay, they've been pushed back a little bit off the point. From the south at least. They don't have position on the south. Oh, rocket already coming in. Perfect hit. Nice. Rocket already coming in to the Allied artillery there. Beautiful hit. Oh, another already going in. Oh, sorry, boys. Yeah, you got the gun already. That rocket already is beautiful, by the way. Not too sure who it was firing it. Someone below us here. Seppo and D. Seppo and D. Hats off to you guys. Rocket artillery extraordinaire. Where's this one at? Oh, it's at the other gun. It's at the other gun. Oh, just lands a little short there of the gun. And I wonder if that's a rotation, because there was nobody on the... There was somebody on the right gun last time, and they might have rotated to the left gun, assuming that more rocket artillery was coming in. That's a pretty cool shot of something you don't see too often. Panther taking some fire from the north side here. Ducking into cover and hiding underneath this little tree. .76 holding a tight angle here. Going to be hard for this Panther to play this one. He won't be able to really... he could fall back, but that opens him up to the north side if there's another tank up there. .27 minutes to go. Finland lose. You know, they don't have to force the issue. They don't have to lose anything to gain this win here. They just gotta be careful. I would hate to see them go for an attack and lose the game. But I don't think they're gonna do that. No, they've been very, very consistent all game here. Cerberus hasn't really had that edge finishing their attacks. You know, we saw 1 or 2 attacks that fizzled out quickly. The lines will be able to cleared here. The lines were able to be cleared on the backside, and they're just right onto the pressure again. Seeing lots of smoke on point. I wonder if we're going to see an airhead close proximity here. It'd be very, very risky. Again, the first airhead, super risky here. Lots of smoke going down on point, trying to facilitate maybe a close push to point, negate the advantage of some of those machine guns on point. Oxoland, St. Boris, all looking to push in here. Saint peeking Altair on the right side here. Altair does not see where that's coming from. It's round 2, Panther versus 76 right here, south side of point. Whenever this smoke clears is when there's going to be a shot available. Panthers deciding to go on a flank here. Takes a rocket to the back. Altair with the shot. Looking for a second. Now the 76 already knows what's up. Oh, the 76 is not looking though. Caught sleeping. Panther has a chance right here. 76 gets the first shot in. And you know what? He doesn't get the second. 76 goes down. Panther wins the fight right here. Bad news here for the Allies. This is very, very bad. We fall back. The reason why that 76 lost is right below us right here. Panzer IV pulls up, assisting his big brother right here on the point. Beautiful bombs down to kill the Panther, though. That was awesome. Commander's right showing up today. Absolutely on point with those drops right here. But this is the moment where Finn Let Loose think they have the advantage and think they can take this one. Airhead gonna drop a little further back this time, not right in that opening where Boris is, a little further back where Jamite is. And I think that might just be the edge that makes this work here. Classic's going to be going for a nade right here. Can he make it stick? Jamite defending. Airhead is the prize right below us. Classics is definitely going to get that OP down. Is he? Oh my gosh, it's so close. Can he get it? Gets the OP. Going for the airhead. Taking some shots. Goes down. Cannot get the airhead. Don't know why he didn't go to the left side there with the cover. Would have been able to get that OP without taking any fire. Airhead's up. Where's the spawn wave? Only 2 spawning on the airhead. Finn Let Loose very comfortable with their position, not feeling that they need to commit too many bodies to this spawn. Just kind of casually using that airhead when it's needed right here. The only difference from this one and the last ones is finally the north has broken through and they've now taken almost the second hedgerow. And now the south is also there on that second hedgerow over and able to cut back into point. Desperate times here for the defenders. This is going to be the moment where they take the pumping station. If they do take it, Altair goes down. Talent, Class X going to rotate his OP to the north side. Panzer IV on the back side of point. Florian's desperately trying to get back to point right here. 30% cap progress and growing right now as the bodies just flood into the strong point here. Stewart going to come out. Emergency Stewart looking to get onto point, but will the Panzer IV be able to pick him out first? Let's go on board with the Stewart and see what kind of work he can do on point. Panzer IV's got to hear this and rotate. Oh no, Stewart can't stop. He's got to go into the point and just drive around the point right now. Panzer IV rotating the gun right now, looking for that Stewart on the road. Cap progress on the midpoint also, but it's nowhere as close as to the cap progress we have here. We're over 50%. We're about 65% and growing. It's looking like Finn Let Loose have pulled the trigger on this one and are going to take this one 4-1 to try and get closer to that 5-0 and secure their week 1 win here of the ECL. Another tank coming in. Looks like the Panzer IV does go down. 2 pieces of armor here for the Allies. Now is their chance. They gotta push the point. That Stuart cannot be sitting still. That medium cannot be sitting still. They have to push the issue on the point here. They cannot just sit back. Even if they get satcheled, if you're in the middle of enemy infantry, you will kill them too. It's gonna be too little too late though, as the Finns take the 4th point, take pumping station, and take the lead in this one to another level, 4-1. Wow. Bombing run drops a little too late here for the Allies. Does not do nearly anything. Actually only kills a friendly who is pushing up the backside to satchel. Oof. And I gotta say, that seems like a mistake there from the... Now the Stuart pushes. Why is the Stuart pushing now? It's a mistake here from the armor. And honestly, the mistake from the commander on that bombing run, maybe a panic bombing run in the end there. It looked like Sabo was being so consistent. Both commanders have been on it with those bombs today. Just a little late on the bombing run. Maybe he didn't have it in time. Now is the opportunity though. 30% in climbing. Cap progress back on the 4th point. They have to do it now. Satchel going down on the back of the Stuart. Stuart just needs to drive into the enemy forces. It's got a satchel on the back. Just drive into the enemy position. Sit in the middle of them. The satchel goes off. It kills them too. Retaliatory bombing run comes on the road here. Not good news, but not horrible. Only taking 1 with it. The medium is still alive, taking a little bit of damage. 76 on the south side, also pushing in. Stuart has not moved after the satchel. Just drive into the enemies. Come on, bud. AT gonna come out, waste some rockets on that Stuart. It's already dead. As down goes the satchel there. The medium also playing very conservatively. 76 on the south side too. As Cerberus still making some cap progress here, but they need to force the issue. They need to have their tanks on point. That medium needs to be in the middle of the point, and it needs to be shelling infantry. The infantry need to push behind that tank and take back the ground, because right now, I mean, Finns from the south, you know, have a very good chance in the next 2 minutes of stopping this completely. If that Finn blob on the south can get up behind the 76, it is going to be game over here, because they're going to lose both tanks. Now, another spawn wave comes in here from the Axis. What can they do to hold it? I mean, Saint maybe put frontline satchels with Boris. Boris put some mines down too on the front line here and stall as much as possible. Saint's gonna be pushing out, maybe trying to get a satchel down. No. Frontline satchel is not a bad idea right now. You just put it on the wall and then fall back right there. Easily kill anybody who pushes the wall and on the outside of the wall. None of that just yet. And here comes the flank from the backside. This tank is in trouble, and he does not know it yet. Congo from the backside looking. Looks like there was a frontside satchel there, actually. So Saint Brain, like 4,000 IQ, big brain play there. Kills the crew repairing. No, they're back in. Okay, so it just does an extra damage to the tank there. 76 is going to take it upon himself to push. I don't love that, though. They had a Stuart and they had the medium there. They could have gone and pushed with those tanks and left the 76 back to duel any other Panthers that pulled up. Speaking of Panthers pulling up, another Panther is going to pull up from the south side right here. And that is going to go down to the 76. Poor coordination from the Finns right there, not playing with their infantry, bringing that tank in a little late. Also versus 2 tanks too. Airhead gonna drop front side. Desperate attempt here to stay up. Unfortunately, the satchel on the tank is gonna take out the Airhead. The 76 is yeeting into point right now to try and do something here to stop this game. Very, very careful though. This is going to be one of the last tanks that the Allies have in this moment. And Boris is looking at satchel. At Boris for the satchel. Only 2 crew. Satchel goes on the back. Now, unlike the other tanks, this tank just needs to park it in the middle of the enemy force and shell every surface around him with HE. And you know what? Unfortunately now, the opportunity has really left the building right here. Finns are in supreme control of the point. They have cleared out that south control now, and now have pretty nice south control. The north is secure, and you know the chance that Cerberus had to come back into this one has completely evaporated. Down goes the tank. Down goes a few infantry with it. Imagine if the Stuart had done that first time though, on the back side of the point with the medium on the front side, and then the 76 would have had a chance to sit back and defend kind of against that Finn let loose push, maybe with a position on the wall up here so that they didn't get flanked. I mean, that could have been a totally different situation Unfortunately, not the case here for the Allies. And now it becomes 17 minutes, and it really starts to be a time game. Of course, 2 minutes for each cap, 13 minutes effectively to play in this one, not capping. They have to be 100% capping on both points if they want to win this game. Looking to see here, what is this on the north side? It's going to be a half track pulled up for a spawn. I believe the driver got artilleried out of it, so hopefully someone else can pull that up and park it somewhere useful, because in the middle of the road you're asking to get shot out by the first tank that pulls up right here. Finns, though, really statement game from them, putting their foot down in the second division, sending a message to the rest of the players in this league saying, hey, we're here to play. You know, we saw their defense get tested a little bit, reacted well. They redeployed for that. We've seen rocket artillery, we've seen their tanks do well, commanders done well. Really everything's working pretty well for them. Just maybe have a better timing early on, because a little lag there, apologies. A little timing early on would help them against some better teams, especially if they catch a better team off, or a team that's playing better in their division. You know, you have to take advantage of that. Now, albeit we're in the second division too, so they're not going to be playing the likes of Core of 1/16th, right? Where they might get punished a little harder for the lack of those timings. But I mean, even Cerberus right here, the next time they play, they're going to look at the tape, they're going to go over it and see the gaps in the Finns and what they can do to exploit it. Same with the other teams in the division. So, you know, that's something they're going to have to improve, because it definitely leaves gaps open, especially when Cerberus were pushing on the south of Canal there. And if they had just doubled back that team, they could have completely wiped out that push. So something to look at for the future for them. But all in all, it's been a really good performance. Now, on the other side, the Allies, I mean, they had an opportunity, I think, a last-ditch opportunity to take that. Their attacks, you know, were pretty good at the start. They took full north control. They weren't able to translate that into pressure on the point, unfortunately, and they had a pretty decent flank also at the back. They got into good positions, unfortunately, just getting cleared off without, you know, taking out the garrisons, really. The one thing they could improve on probably is take out those garrisons first time, really aggressively push for those garrisons, and if they can get those, then the follow-ups will be fine on their end. Now, though, it is a battle over Blacktot. Not really until now. I mean, Boris and V-Rock and Kina have made it onto point, but pretty much everyone's getting bogged down in the middle. Unfortunately for the Axis over here, they don't have anybody with a satchel, or otherwise that 76 would 100% be down. Looks like the half-track spawn is down also. Unfortunately for Boris, he just goes the left instead of right, zigs instead of zags, does not get the Gary here. Gonna come back to a bunch of allies, gets 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he's out. He's like, nope, I don't want that smoke. Can Boris stay alive here? Peeks another angle, gets another. Boris going back to the other side here, finally gets surrounded and taken out. That's kind of V-Rock's time to shine, though. V-Rock's still on the backside here playing peekaboo with Svensson. Oh, he could be up for a knife kill right here if he rotates this way. No, it's going to go back to the tank on the other side. Surely should see the Gary right in front of him. There we go. Lands 1, 2. Iro from the right side. V-Rock's reloading right now, and he goes down. So surely we'll see some bombs maybe on that Gary, maybe some artillery here as that Gary does get spotted out. I'd love to see it rotated now that it's being spotted. I think that's another thing that you know, the higher level games you get, or the meta increases in this game, can see, especially when that Gary's being, you know, spotted, clearly marked out on the map, even though we can't see markers. 100% that's marked, as V-Rock was right on top of it, could see it. Rotating that out to somewhere else, so, you know, bombing runs can be thrown off, bombs can be thrown off, you know, sneaky sappers going around back for some sneaky satchels or takes on the Garys can be thrown off, right? And adds another layer. Oh, we're seeing a Jumbo out. Okay, Jumbo 75. Hello, how you doing? You can tell by the extra plated armor in that horrible green color. That's an absolutely repulsive color there. We haven't seen a Jumbo in a minute. Now, yesterday on the channel, there was conversation about the Jumbo potentially being a counter to the Panther. Now, there was heated debate back and forth in chat. I don't know if you guys want to touch in on that one. I think it was Quick Nicks. Don't mean to call you out, buddy. You were saying that for it possibly being the counter, and someone else was saying it for it not. You guys can speak amongst yourselves whether that's true or not. Cerberus here, though, oh, not looking good. 76 is about to get flanked here by Saint and Shorta. Bacon coming up to support. Yeah, you might want to fall back there. Commander definitely spots Saint out. Looking for a flank onto the backside right there. No. Kind of off-brand for Saint. He's been really good with those rockets so far. Just ricochets a shot from the side on a tight angle. Beautiful Artie drop, and shout out to Penty from the backside on the artillery squad. She is just killing that. I mean, literally killing it. I don't know how many people died there, but it was a full spawn wave. Saint gonna connect with the second rocket that he has. Now, I don't know why he's rotating back. Might as well just rush the tank and flip through his inventory really fast and try and bait crew out at this point, because he does not have any more rockets unless there's ammo drop for him. Yeah, that's all you can really do is the AT. You got to respawn, get those rockets again, and look to take out the asset. Let's see if Penty has some more Artie for this point. No. Okay, so not keeping the Artie up. Maybe if that Artie dropped 3-4 more times, the rest of this Fin Let Loose squad would be able to push in and take out that Gary. Ooh, beautiful ricochet. I mean, not a beautiful shot AT-wise. It just looked friggin' awesome. Radios, kind of a panic shot there onto the front. Never going to do any damage to that tank. The frags coming out from the Allies right now doing okay. Artie landing a little short there, but I mean, they're holding really tight on this point. Now, I wonder if we'll be able to see some kind of combined armor push. Really, it has to happen on the north side here. I wouldn't suggest bringing infantry with you on that push, but the tanks, if they could get north side and start shelling these positions. Speaking of shelling, here comes a bomb. Where is it dropping? Ooh, it's going to drop on the south one, so it takes out the previous position of this Jumbo. They learned their lesson, though. They're not there anymore. Svensson, Patrick, and RL Low here from the Cerberus tanking squad. Doing a good job. That Jumbo holding down the fort on the south side just has to watch that it does not get surrounded. The issue with defending this close to point is one bombing run and you're done for, right? One bombing run and all the Axis forces can push. Now, it's a little harder on this north last point because there is, you know, fields in some places. So if you have tanks with machine gunners out, you can kind of hold the cover areas, hold tight angles on there, but it's going to be difficult. I mean, pushing out from here, I don't know about you guys, but I think the north side is the key here with the tanks. Playing tanks on the road, yeah. Now we are seeing a push of a Panther and a Panzer IV from the opposite side. Panzer IV pushing south against the Jumbo. Panther pushing north side here. You can see the road kind of blocks vision. Uh-oh. Panther is firing blind here. It's got to move. It doesn't want to get shot in the same spot that it just did. A little bit of a ricochet there through the smoke. Let's see the tank battle happening on the south side here. Panzer IV versus Jumbo. Jumbo taking some damage, having to hide from the P4 from AT. On the north, that Panther also falling back. I wonder if we'll see the 76 push up. There's no visibility out here, just complete smoke. Bombing run gonna drop. Defensive bombing run for the Allies here. And with that, yeah, the tank's able to push up now. Oh, satchel goes off onto the garrison. Nasty satchel there. I don't know who that was, if it was Saint or who, but that was beautiful. Flank over here from Radios and Jamite. Lionheart needs to help this tank out right now. It is in trouble. With the pistol, going to take out the AT. Nice play from him. Saint trying to get on the front, and down goes the 76. That Panther I mean, the 76 just getting distracted from his tank fight. Panther able to get the kill in that kind of chaos moment, getting a little help from the satchel on the Garrison to get the kill also, and also from the AT2. Yeah, tough luck there for the Allies, and unfortunately they had to use their bombing run, and honestly it really didn't buy them anything. They didn't get any OPs off this. They still have frontline pressure. More bodies are on the north side now. Let's rotate a little further south to see the status of that jumbo. Well, if you see the fireball in front of us, the status is it's down now. I'm not too sure if that's V-Rock or the Panzer IV. It looks like the Panzer IV did push in flank for that one. Down goes another tank here, and this is probably going to be the moment where the push comes in. I mean, Axis bombing run followed up by a complete line push supported by a Panzer IV and a Panther. Looks to be the flavor of the day here. Not too much the Allies can do. They need something to relieve pressure on the back, and it's just so hard. Like, if we go to high cam right here, it's so hard to flank around to the backside of pumping because you have a huge canal that stretches all the way back this way. So when you're trying to come out like this to flank around back, you're kind of cut off. So you have two options really: airhead on the north side or flank on the south, neither of which is really being put into place right here. And yeah, as the tanks advance here, I'm sure we'll see a bombing run drop very, very soon from the Axis to try and secure this win for them. 5 minutes to go. I mean, we're already in the territory of they're going to win the 3-2. Takes 2 minutes to cap each point, and they're nowhere near the other one. Can they get the 5-0 though? That's the real question here. And are they going to push for it? Looks like the answer to that question is yes. Panzer IV going a little deep there, fighting off a little more than he could chew. Altair with the satchel from behind. Doesn't want to get run over here. Oh, Altair! Oh, gets the satchel off onto the tank. Bombing run gonna drop here. Oh no, they killed their own tank. I mean, a little trigger happy on the bombing runs there. Panther gonna flank the south side. Bombing run does a lot of damage. No smoke from artillery. I mean, there's a little bit on the left. It's too close though. Tank is taking shots though. Panther in direct contact with what looks like a 76 here on the opposite side. He's gonna get the kill. Down goes the 76. Panther notched another kill onto his belt right there, even though the bombing run lands square on the point. Unfortunately, one of the two tanks that was supposed to push the point does go down. Bombs come for the Panther. Oh, beautiful bomb. Sebo with the kill right onto point. Commanders, I mean, I love these commander bombs. Honestly, it just adds a whole new dynamic to the game. If tanks are camping or they don't displace quick enough from a fight like that, it really gives the edge to the commander to be able to do something about it. And it's beautiful to see. That's the third one we've seen this game so far. Really nice to see it here from the Allied commander. Unfortunately, he is mathematically out of the equation for the win here. With 3 minutes and 33 seconds to go, the best he could do is potentially get a 3-2 here, but with Finns pushing hard on the last point, that is not going to be the case. I mean, we'll see if they can get the 5-0. I mean, the Cerberus have been doing such a good job defending. Unfortunately, the other side of the attack, it hasn't been too there this game, but we'll see if they can hold to keep this just a 4-1. It is equal now. Just armor is out of the equation, so it's gonna be up to the infantry and the artillery really to decide the last point's fate here. Ghost with a nice rocket on the backside. Gonna break up a few, get a few kills, break up that attack a little bit here. 10 seconds left to go to start that cat. Progress on the last point, and there it is with 5 seconds to spare. Now, the Finn Let Loose cannot stop this if they want to get the 5-0 here on the end. All that's left defending, though, Sabo and Margin on the backside. And with 1:31 to go, Sabo dies. Last man, Commander going down with his ship. Medium tank gonna yeet into point right here. Try and do something. I don't know what else he could do though. As the Finns come out flying in the gates here of this ECL second division. Gonna take the game 5-0 from Cerberus. And for good measure, Congo gonna get a nice satchel at the end here. Easy place. Commander not with his head on a swivel on that one. I'd love to see the medium just drive straight up to that house on the right side and kill everybody inside it. I would absolutely love to see that right now. That's what it's gonna do. It drives up to the house and kills everybody. Oh man. If only that had happened on the fourth point. With about 15 seconds to go though, or maybe 10, the Finns are gonna take this one. Yeah, 10 seconds to go. Take this one 5-0 for the victory.